Hello all, welcome back to Project Master Podcast. Have you ever made a decision that felt obviously right and later you thought, how did I miss that? That's not lack of intelligence, that's lack of critical thinking in the moment. Now here is the project manager reality. Project management is basically decision making under pressure. Scope, schedule, cost, risk, stakeholders, everything is a judgment call. And one small thinking trap can become a big project disaster. Rework, delays, budget overrun, or repeated defects. Because most mistakes don't happen from big ignorance. They happen from tiny thinking traps, wrong problem, weak evidence, or untested assumptions. Today we will go through 15 simple moves that are going to make the thinking clear so your decisions become smarter, faster, and repeatable. Stay till the end, we will go through a real life example on how we can apply critical thinking. Moving on to the first step. Before I think, I decide what success looks like. A clear goal turns random effort into a straight path. You need to have a clear goal. This is going to be the first step here. Moving on to the next step. I don't rush to solutions. I sharpen the problem first. You need to frame the problem statement properly. A blurry problem guarantees a wrong answer, even with hard work. You should solve the right problem. Moving on to the next step. I split what is true from what is believed. Facts or evidence-based, opinions or interpretations. You need to understand what are the facts, what are the interpretations. Tip number 4. I ask what am I assuming without proof. We make decisions based on assumptions. The assumptions need to be visible. They need to be tested or they need to be replaced. Tip number 5. I question who is speaking, how they know and why it matters to them. You need to understand that bad sources produce confident mistakes. Tip 6. I slice a big mess into smaller solvable pieces. Clarity will always grow when complexity is chunked. You need to split them into small pieces so that it is solvable and gives you more clarity. Tip 7. I don't read the surface, I hunt the real cause underneath. You should always fix the root cause. Fixing root causes prevents the same problem from returning. You should focus on fixing the root cause always. Tip 8. I force myself to list at least 3 possible causes. If only one explanation feels obvious, I am probably biased. You should at least have 3 possible causes. Moving on to the next step. I don't trust certainty, I trust proof. Whenever you want to make a strong claim, you know the strong claims need strong evidence. Hence, you should not be trusting certainty, you should be trusting proof. Not strong voice, only strong evidence. I check for confirmation bias, ego, fear, and I knew it inside. Bias is not wrong, it is human, so I design around it. Moving on to the next step, I ask what we gain, what we lose, and what we risk. This is how we need to think. Every decision pays a price, even doing nothing. Hence, there's a need to ask, what will I gain, what will I lose, and what's the risk involved here. Moving on to the next step, I don't bet everything on one big guess. I run small tests to learn fast and fail cheap. There's a need to run small tests so that you keep learning fast and fail cheaply. Moving on to the next step, I ask what happens after the first result. Remember, good decisions don't create new problems tomorrow. Moving on to the next step, I explain my thinking so a layperson can follow it. If anything that cannot be explained clearly, there's a problem there. If I can't explain anything clearly, I don't understand it fully. Moving on to the last step, I commit to a decision, then measure what happened. Reflection is going to turn experience into skill. Having covered the 15 tips, let's understand through a real world example. Here's the situation we all know. Your phone battery is dying fast. Let's say that without critical thinking, what did you do? You're going to jump and say, my phone is old, I need a new one. So you buy a new phone, you spend big, and sometimes the problem stays because the real cause was your settings, applications, or poor network signal. Now, you decide to apply critical thinking by incorporating these 15 tips. And what is it that you will do first? You have to do it cleanly. First, the goal is, my phone must last all day. See, you are framing a different problem statement. The real issue is, your phone battery is dying fast. And then you immediately jump to purchase a new phone. But now you're thinking differently. You're saying, my phone must last all day. That is what is going to be your goal. The problem is going to be not that your phone battery is dying fast. You're framing the problem. It drops from 100% to 20% by afternoon. You're more specific, you are framing a different problem statement properly, and there is clarity here. The goal is going to be, my phone must last all day, and the problem is going to be, it drops from 100% to 20% by afternoon. Next, you will need to separate the facts from assumptions. Battery drain is a fact. Phone is useless is an assumption. You assume that the phone is useless. So, we need to collect evidence. Battery usage by application, screen brightness, location setting, background refresh, signal strength. Now, we test small. We are going to conduct small tests. Limit the top battery hog application for 1 day. Reduce the brightness. Turn off always on location. Check battery health. And the result is usually a targeted fix. Maybe 1 amp restriction and a battery replacement. Much cheaper than buying a new phone. Without critical thinking, you're going to guess and spend. With critical thinking, you test and solve the root cause. Here is the shortcut summary. Critical thinking is clarity, evidence, and smart testing. Use these 15 moves and you will make fewer emotional decisions, fewer expensive mistakes, and more repeatable wins. If you found this useful, come and think clean and tell me which tip was the hardest for you. 1 to 15. We'll be solving a project management problem using critical thinking in the next episode. Hope the knowledge was valuable.